Start of the season, Jackson Holliday gave the public a very clear idea of what he wanted to accomplish in his first professional baseball season. He gave a very clear objective. His aim was to ascend to the AA level of the minor leagues. And while I think most people observing his progress might have anticipated this achievement closer to the end of the year, the astonishing reality is that he reached this pinnacle well before August. Jackson said even himself that he was surprised how quickly he reached his goal. And I think it's pretty obvious to say that what he's done statistically is extremely impressive. Jackson Holliday's batting average, while I'm recording this, is slightly above 380 and his OPS eclipses 1,000 across only 19 AA games. And I know that I didn't really mention his low A and high A, but I think it's pretty obvious to say that his progression through those levels was equally as fast. And as you can see on the screen, his numbers there were staggering. Almost immediately upon transitioning to low A and high A, his performance was so commanding that it left no doubt about his aptitude and readiness for harder challenges. When asked about his aspirations for the ensuing stretch, Jackson responded with a simple yet resolute objective. He simply wants to replicate the success of his first half into the later half. Despite his modest response, Oriole fans and media have been heavily engaged in conversation, contemplating his trajectory for the rest of the season. I think it's a sentiment widely shared that considering the caliber of his performance in not only the minor leagues but also spring training against, some major league talent, that the question regarding his potential ascent to the major leagues does not just hinge on his prowess or capability, but rather on the decisions of the individual at the helm of all this, Mike Elias. Even though Mike may say otherwise, he tends to keep highly promising young players in the minor leagues for a longer time to make sure they spend more time playing in the major leagues when they eventually get there. Even though there are definitely some interesting and complicated rules about service time, for now we'll just focus on what might happen at the end of the season. So if he potentially gets called up to play on September 1st, he would still be considered a rookie next season and his contract would not be affected. But even though he's really talented, I don't think that this will happen. Mike Elias has always been known for being patient when it comes to young players, except for some specific situations like high draft picks in the Florida Gulf Coast League. They always move up quickly. But he always makes sure that the prospects get enough at-bats before moving up, even if they're at low A, let's say. Everyone has times when they struggle, and everyone has times when they do really well. And Mike Elias is definitely the person who does not make big decisions based on a small sample size, no matter if it's good or bad. No matter what happens to the Orioles this season, we're definitely in for a long open window of success with Jackson Holliday right at the door. And I think it's obvious to say he's likely to come up next season. The only question that remains is if he makes the team out of spring training next season, or if us fans, along with him, have to wait a bit longer. Thanks for watching this video. Since I'm a smaller channel, make sure to do all the things YouTubers always ask, like, subscribe, share, and stuff like that. I'd also appreciate if you would check out some other ways to support the channel in the description if you'd like affiliates and direct, other ways. And with that, thanks for watching.